Hey everyone, Tony Phelan here with Competition X, and today we're going to show you how to prep and seal your carbon fiber or graphite parts. Before we get started, there are a few tools you're going to need. The first is some sort of file. I'm going to be using one of my wife's best fingernail files. Another good thing to have on hand are going to be Q-tips. You're going to use these to actually apply the glue. You'll also need glue. I'm using some Protect tire glue, but you can use anything from Proline or even Zap glue will work. And the final item that I use, it's not necessary, is a Sharpie. I use this once I've sanded. I use this to mark on the edges prior to putting the glue. Kind of gives it a really nice finished look. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your file and sand off that hard edge that's on the side of the chassis. You're going to want to do it on both sides, all the way around. Now I suggest doing this underwater because this graphite, brushing the graphite like this will create little fibers and stuff, and you don't want to inhale it. It's not good for you. But I don't really have any water here, so I'm doing it right here on the bench, but I suggest doing it underwater. And you're going to want to go all the way around the chassis. You can kind of feel whether or not the edge has been burned off or not. That feels pretty good. Again, this just helps so that when you put the glue on there, it creates a nice curved edge and not a solid edge where it could delaminate. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is Sharpie the edges. Again, this is an optional step. Simply just run the Sharpie along the edge. Basically, you're coloring it in. I've seen people use different color Sharpies, silver Sharpie. I've also seen people use fingernail polish. But since I'm in a no fingernail polish on your chassis work zone, I will be sticking with Sharpie. Okay, once you've hit every section, the next thing we're going to do is apply the glue. When it comes time to apply the glue, it's best to, there's actually two ways to do it. A lot of guys will pour the glue right on the edge of the chassis. That seems a little sketchy to me because you kind of build up a lot of glue there and it can run over the side. So I actually like to put a little bit of glue on something that is non-porous, in this case a little piece of plastic. Take a Q-tip, slowly roll it in there, and then just slowly apply it to the chassis. Now you're going to probably get some fumes. Be careful of the fumes. The fumes are very bad to breathe. Well-ventilated area would be best for this. There's the fumes. And voila! Again, a well-ventilated area is highly recommended. A fan, just something to kind of get those fumes under control. Now that you've gone around the entire chassis, it is ready to just set aside, walk away, and you should be done. If you have multiple carbon fiber parts, you can always do them, once you get one done, just start on the next one. Just keep them elevated so you don't get the edges. If you have a little bit sipping over, a little bit of the glue on the edges, it doesn't stick to the surface. I'm using just a tape roll. That should be it. So that's basically how you prep and seal carbon fiber parts. It's really only necessary to do it on the outside, not on any of the inside pieces. In this case, however, let me go over one more thing. This is a chassis for the Team Associated F6 Formula 1 car. You'll see these slots right here. That's where battery tape can go through to hold the battery in place. It is also suggested that you sand the edge, the inside edge of the carbon fiber where the tape would wrap around. Otherwise, a good hit will sever that tape, could sever that tape, and possibly eject your battery. Nobody likes ejected batteries. So there you have it. Please comment it below if you have any other questions, and thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.